so much fucked up shit to get into.
Welcome back to Little Stinkers, baby. I'm Michael fucking Rainey here with Cal Donjala.
Hello.
Jacob from Materia. How are
Doing
you?
the ping ping.
Wet and Juicy Jeff Simmons.
Yo.
Jake, are you going to be all right tonight, man?
Oh, we're going to have a good time.
We had a state-of-the-art sex toy on the table about 5 minutes ago, and Jake was ripping the fucking packaging off with his teeth. Are you sure you're going to be okay, dude?
I should be okay now. It's out of sight, hopefully out of mind. You know?
You're sitting on it.
I can see it throbbing inside of you, Jake.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
Damn. Yeah, fresh cut, brother. You look good.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, I'm looking good, feeling good.
Good.
Ooh, a lot of medication. It's working.
Yeah, what kind of medicine you on, brother?
Yeah, all of it. All of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, vitamins.
Just hitting
Take
the medicine
Flintstones.
cabinet any home you go into.
I got the Barney and the Betty.
Yeah, they're fucking in your stomach right now, you pervert. Ew. God damn it, Jake.
Nasty ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, Mike?
I'm great, man. I had almost had a catastrophe on my hands last night.
What happened?
I was supposed to go to the same concert that JD went to,
Yeah.
and as my wife and I were getting ready to go out, we heard cats beefing toward the front of the house. I was like, "What the fuck, man?" And our big cat, Big Boy, had launched himself through the fucking screen door because there's a girl cat that comes up and like pokes her head in, and it's like
Oh, she's teasing.
Through the screen door.
through the fucking screen, man.
Big boy's horny.
Well, no, I just think he's just territorial, man. Because we got him neutered years ago, and then the other two jumped right out after him. So all three cats were outside, and fortunately, like when Jamie and I went outside, Little Boy and Bud were fighting amongst themselves on the porch, so we were able to get them pretty easily,
Good.
relatively easy. I was wrestling with Bud, and we got them in the house, but we couldn't find Big Boy. So
God.
I will say this about the bitch that caused the whole fiasco. She was still lurking around, and she was growling under a neighbor's car, like looking at it and growling, and that's where we found Big Boy.
He was also under the car?
He was under the car. So the other two were just on the front porch fighting, but we couldn't find Big Boy.
Yeah.
And the girl cat was growling at the bushes, and then she was growling at a neighbor's car two houses down. And that's where my wife saw Big Boy.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah, for him, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big dog. And then she poked him out with the broom, and he came right to me, and I snatched him up and brought him inside. It's like, dude, I would go on a fucking murder spree if all three of my cats took off on me at one time.
Yeah, dude, that would be devastating.
I can't believe you wrangled all three.
It was insane.
Pretty
Yeah.
little incident.
Yeah, dude, and it was, I would say everything was said and done within about 30 minutes. The first two we got right off the bat, even they're slippery little fuckers, man.
Yeah.
But we got them inside, but like Big Boy, he got out once before, but same deal. Like he went on the fence next door, and he stayed there.
Did you feel like you had to be in real defensive mode? Like he was going to juke you out when he got pushed out by the broomstick?
I didn't know because he gets scared by everything.
Okay.
So there were four of us there, and two of the neighbors were very helpful, and they were
The neighbors were outside when this was going down?
They were like up the street, and I told
Okay.
them what was going on, asked them if they saw Big Boy,
Okay.
and they were just walking around the neighborhood trying to find him. It was very
Aw.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
really
nice.
sweet,
Really sweet.
man. Really good neighbors.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I got all these motherfuckers back in the house now, and
Truly hurting cats.
yeah, now I got to get tattoos of all three of them, man, because
Yeah, it got your adrenaline pumping, I bet, though.
it did, man. But
Yeah.
then by the time all was said and done, I think we had like a half hour to get to the concert. And I was just like, I don't even want to go right now. I just want to sit on the couch and watch these guys.
Yeah. Just growl at a bush.
Yeah. How about you, JD?
How about me?
Yeah. Damn, this motherfucker, all white.
Yeah, Labor Day. Big head me, dude.
Yeah,
Hit me big dome Labor
still
Day.
get
on
big
the-
head
on
after
those
Labor
rules.
Day.
Careful, we don't want YouTube to take us down again.
I know. We'll figure that out.
Yeah, our last video got flagged for sexual content, so you gotta sign in to watch the fucking Bin Laden episode.
Is that how?
bro?
Has anybody looked into the reason?
When I appealed it, it said because of sexual content. The only thing that I could think of that was remotely sexual is us
Doing the big head in
doing
the
big
beginning.
head, which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I
There's way
appealed
more
it.
sexual content
Too hot
on
for
YouTube.
YouTube.
Dude, every fucking video where any parent-related video
Yeah.
where they're pimping their kids out to make fucking parent-child fucking family content is way more disturbing than anything we could ever come up with.
Yeah.
But how is anything we're doing deemed sexual, Jake?
This is
Well, we do get.
this is
pretty
too
sexual.
hot for YouTube right here.
Yeah, I did just say
Stop
that
doing it.
Jake had to be fucking tased because the sex toy was on the table. But you know, we will persist, man.
Yes. That's our mission.
That's one thing I say about us is we will persist.
say that?
Yeah, we will persist.
Yeah.
Consent.
Middle of the night, you get a text.
Yeah, I will persist. Yes, in capital letters to Jake. I hope we get to do a Snickers episode tonight because there's somebody who has been in the news the past week and he's been indicted on some pretty fucked up shit. So let's find out what
Let's
we're doing
see.
here.
You feeling lucky?
I am.
Modern possible stinker.
All right, here we
Going
go.
is back.
Here we go. I want to do an episode about the Impractical Jokers. God be with me, Larry.
Go, baby. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
Oh, whoa.
Because we got stopped now, and I'm in jail for life.
Hey. Yeah, we're going to be talking Diddy tonight, Jake.
That's crazy.
I completely forgot about that song.
Dude, Dave Navarro, guitarist on that. Big
No
video
shit,
this
really?
week. Yeah, you saw the video, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course,
It's
yeah.
Very sad.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Now's the time to go see him, though. You know, too many concerts go perfectly. It's time to see something that goes off the
Maybe we'll
rails.
go on tour with whoever you're talking about.
I don't think he's getting out anytime soon, man.
Is he arrested?
He is. He got Diddy got arrested a couple
Denied
days ago in
bail
New York.
twice.
Yeah, and he actually put together like his own bail package. He was like, "Look, I put up $50 million."
And his entire family, right, to vouch for him?
Yeah, dude.
Whoa.
Like his kids were
Multiple
there.
baby mamas.
Gun to the head. Your Honor, he is not a bad boy.
Yeah, he had finger to the booty hole, more like it. All that baby oil, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, dude. They denied him bail. And
2 separate judges.
yeah, he was denied bail twice, and on top of that, too, like he was trying to set his own bail stipulations, which is very funny for a guy accused of what he's accused of.
My God.
Trying to set his own.
Dude, he was like 50 million, and I will not allow any female visitors onto my property. And they're like, dude, you're accused of some pretty serious gay stuff too, man.
Busted.
And no boys over 18 at my house either. No ladies at all, and no boys over 18.
Oh my God.
Those are my rules. Take them or leave them, Judge.
So his family was in the courtroom while all this was going down.
Yeah,
Man, they
Yeah.
took him away. They're playing "Missing You" on the boombox.
yeah.
That's sad.
I am fascinated by his success.
I am too. Like he's just somebody who it's like you look at him and you're just like, there's a handful of guys that we're aware of where it's just like, what are you good at?
Yes, yeah. He's essentially the male Kim Kardashian.
Dude, I think she's good at what she does. Like I can see the appeal of her.
Now,
Whereas-
but her rise to fame was like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not based on any talent. Whereas, of course, Diddy's a producer. But as a rapper, I knew him as a rapper in the 90s more than
Horrendous.
like realizing he's
Yeah.
behind a lot of the other songs I
Oh,
know.
he was behind him.
Yeah, this guy. But yeah, just based on his rap career and the fact that like, I don't know, maybe by like 2005, he didn't rap anymore. And he was just the fucking most richest, fucking most powerful guy in hip hop. I was like, how the fuck? What is he producing? Like, to me, Dr. Dre should have
Yeah.
way more power than Diddy in the industry. You know what I mean?
All I remember from Diddy as a kid, like as a rapper, just every music video he would pop onto the screen from behind someone in all his videos. Like Biggie or Missy would be singing and he'd like jump out and go,
Yeah,
back here.
surprise.
Yeah.
I surprised it with a booty bump.
He does seem like every interaction that he has with a person, he's grazing you with helmet. Don't you get that impression that it's hard for him to have any kind of physical interaction with somebody, any kind of interaction, which in turn becomes physical for no apparent reason. And he's just always putting people in headlocks, and it's like, bro, chill the fuck out, man.
Yeah, there's multiple videos of him just around Justin Bieber, and he's just
Yeah, disturbing.
touching him. touching him so many times where it's like body language on Bieber is like, bro, please don't touch me, dude.
He was already half his age. You know what I mean? At that, like, Bieber was like 16 and he's like in his mid 30s.
Yeah, I'm even talking adult Bieber, like present day in the past couple of years. Adult it looked like,
Bieber, yeah.
I'm talking big Bieber.
I want my big Bieber, big Bieber. Diddy's. Oh, I freak off.
Little white kids.
Yeah, there we go. Just a thoroughly disgusting individual, and everything you find out more and more about him is just, even though they're lawsuits and just now it's federal indictments. So there were 3 counts. So the first one was racketeering and conspiracy.
Yeah.
The second one was sex trafficking, and the third one was transportation to engage in prostitution. Which it's like, nah, come on, man.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means that like he's flying hoes in.
Gotcha.
Which
not trafficking, but traveling.
Yeah,
Traveling hoes.
It's hookers who are volunteering.
It seems like
But not volunteering.
Hookers without borders.
Yeah, kind hearts, even kinder pussies, man. They're really the sweetest souls you could find.
Yes,
The sweetest souls that money can't buy.
Yeah, compared to the other two, that's peanuts.
Yeah.
For flying in hose.
God,
If
I'm
that's
hungry
what
now.
that does refer to.
What if their organization was called Sweetest Souls? Where it's like you didn't know whether, you can only say it was never written, so you didn't know whether they're saying sweet soul or sweetest holes.
Yeah, I like that.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
Jeff, can you write that down for me?
Jeff, can you whisper sweetest holes into the mic throughout the episode? So the RICO case, has no one else gotten arrested on that?
I think he's the only one. So I have the actual indictment here.
Weird for a RICO. Can they just arrest one person on
He's
a
the fall
fucking...
guy. I think that's what's going on.
Other hammers are going to drop, I'm sure, but...
Yeah.
Probably on some
Terrible
poor
person.
young R&B singer's head. Now, what I wonder, to that point, JD, is that I wonder if everybody's already flipping on him, because it's clear like he did something to piss somebody off, and he's fucked now. There's no way that he's getting out of this.
Yeah.
Man.
So there's, I think it's a 14-page indictment, and there were only a couple of things that really stood out to me. And, yeah, the first one regarding the first count, it says, at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, and kicking them. And we've all seen the fucking video of it, too. So it's none of this is any kind of surprise.
Is the video of that lady Cassie?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was he married to her?
No, but I'm glad you brought that up. I think they were just dating for a while. But one of the things that his lawyer brought up at his hearing the other day was that my client is guilty of cheating.
But he's never actually been married.
I don't think he has.
Okay. Yeah, then what are you talking about?
I would turn to my lawyer and be like, what the fuck is this?
Chill. Yeah. Cheating? Yeah.
And yeah, when this document dropped, I knew it was something serious, because in the middle of the night, I got a phone call from Jake. And I always pick up when he calls, especially in the middle of the night, because I know it's something serious, and I know he's probably very upset about something. And it must have been 3:30 in the morning, and I picked it up. And I was like, Jake, you all right, man? And I heard him crying. And he could barely get the words out. He said, Michael. He always calls me Michael when he's upset. He said, Michael, they done got Diddy. And I went right on the internet and I saw this document, and I knew how serious the situation was and how upset he was by it, man.
Yeah.
Michael, they done got Diddy.
He's getting all choked up again about it.
I love when you cry, man. All right, so yeah, I mean, that's the first count, and that is the most fucked up shit out of all of this. So it's beating ladies up. There's also fucking drugging people. There's sexually assaulting people. That's the real fucked up shit. I think the transportation of hoes is on. I mean, I would imagine anybody with any kind of affluence does that.
Oh yeah, lock up Santa Claus. You know,
What does that mean?
he's transporting all the hoes around the, giving out the presents and saying ho ho ho. You know, he's a spiritual man.
And that was the rest of the conversation at 3:30 in the morning. And then I just set the phone down, and I think he thought I was listening for the next 4 hours.
He was sleeping.
And Jeff, can you please timestamp this so we can make our first edit of all times?
Already on that.
And there was one other aspect of this indictment that I wanted to point out, because most of it is just shit that we've heard before, whereas Diddy's getting people that work for him in a seemingly legitimate capacity to do very fucked up shit, to procure these hoes, to set up these freak-offs. Freak-offs are mentioned throughout the document.
Which is, really a blessing. to hear people in suits in a court of law saying freak off for the next year, however long the fucking trial takes.
Did you did you not order the freak off?
You're goddamn right I ordered the baby oil. Damn. This motherfucker's going to be the first guy charged with freako charges.
You can handle the freak.
You want me on that bed. You need me on that bed. But this sentence really caught my attention. Up until page 7, it's just like, yeah, we've seen this before. In or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residences in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies.
Yeah. Dude, they just have a Spencer's Gifts inside the house.
You see all the police officers pose with the freak off supplies laid out.
Just 10 boxes of condoms and 100 bottles of baby oil. Just holding guns behind it.
It is nuts because I've seen rappers have something I think it was somebody had a Taco Bell in their fucking house. But yeah, a Spencer's Gifts in your fucking mansion would be peak Diddy, and it's have the Family Guy hoodies in the front, and then as you go back, it just Bart Simpson gets progressively vulgar. Mm-hmm. So by the time you make it to the back of Diddy Spencer's Gifts, you're just holding a Marge Simpson hair dildo,
and you're soaking wet.
Speaking of which, before I go into this, did you see that soaking wet hippopotamus?
No.
You know what I'm talking?
I must have turned off my Google.
You just
alerts.
asked us if we saw, and then you accused us of knowing what you're talking about after we all said,
Because it was a massive internet deal where this little baby hippopotamus who's soaking wet
is biting the lady's leg.
No, his name's like Munu Boog or something.
Well, I mean, how soaking wet can a hippo be? They're semi-aquatic animals.
This thing. I gotta bring this up before we move on.
They're cute. Look at these guys.
I know baby hippos are the best. I hope to have enough land one day to have a baby hippo.
Is this the guy right here?
What's it say his name is? All right, Mudang. That's his name. It's this thing. Yeah, I guess biting the lady's leg.
Okay.
Exactly, biting the lady's leg.
All right, my bad. But I only saw him walking around.
He's glistening.
He's constantly wet and he's pink, man.
Oh, he's glistening.
Why is he always wet?
I don't know, and that's why I wanted to ask if you guys saw it, because I think that is a freak of nature.
It's a freak off of nature.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
Oh, man.
I'm sure he'll grow out of it. It's probably something you go through.
That's fucking disgusting, but I know this pervert.
Yeah.
Probably head over heels for
You mean
something
juicy
that wet and
hippo?
juicy.
Imagine if Richard Gere got a hold of this thing.
Oh, my God.
You mean if that thing got a hold of Richard Gere?
That's actually how they get the gerbils out.
Hungry hippo style.
Wet and juicy hippo.
Oh, so getting back to the indictment. So in or about March 2024, during searches of Combs' residences, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies. Freak-off is capitalized, which I do like this.
All caps or capital F, capital O?
Capital F, capital O.
Okay.
And this document was written by a white guy. We could tell the little Rod document was written by a black lawyer, which was incredible. But I'm surprised. I'm surprised they would allow freak-off into a federal document.
I mean, what are they? They could begin. They could say freak off and then here forward known as
FO.
Yeah, FO or sex party or whatever. But Like I said, we're about to hear freak off a lot, dude.
Brothers, no quotation marks around freak off. So it's like I would assume that the freak who wrote this is familiar with freak offs.
You are really, really reading a lot into this.
Yeah.
Law enforcement seized various freak off supplies, including narcotics and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant.
I believe I saw an image, right? Did you see an image of the baby oil?
I did not.
Okay. Maybe it was AI generated, but it all...
I love that.
I don't want to Google that one. I'll Google wet hippos, but
Yeah, that hippo is actually from Diddy's pool party.
Yeah. Oh, it's baby oil.
I mean, what the fuck, man? And on top of that, all right, for starters, why do they call it baby oil?
What
It's
is
for
the other...
babies, right?
What to do what with a baby?
It's in it to like keep their skin soft.
It's like Johnson & Johnson
Fucking
baby oil.
moisturizer on them, man.
Well, that's a different lubricant. You're hung up on using baby oil for sex.
No, I'm hung up on why they call it baby oil because it's fucking gross.
Yeah.
And who needs a fucking greased up baby?
I guess.
One, it's dangerous, and two, it's disgusting at worst.
I don't think anybody uses it anymore.
But well, to that point, why not just?
It was Johnson & Johnson baby oil. It's what you use to keep your baby slippery.
Yeah.
Because you needed a slippery baby back in the day, Mike. People were trying to rob babies all the time. They were trying to get that baby.
makes sense. That's
Yeah. Yeah,
Lindbergh
so
baby, ever heard of it?
Oh my god, if that baby had some grease on him.
if the baby's greased up enough, you know what I mean? The kidnapper's 10 feet away, 10 blocks
Yes.
away, and then looks down, realizes it's just got the baby's clothes because they slipped right off the slippery baby, you know?
What?
Yeah. And then his shoes would squeak, and then he would spin up dust and run right into the woods.
Now, was the baby wearing a squirting flower on his onesie too?
No, that is a surgical attachment they used to do at birth.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
A boss baby, if you will.
It's a reverse circumcision, I think they call it.
Yeah, after a female was born, they would circumcise her and then attach a flower to her baby breast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Antique gynecology, Jake. Have you guys seen that PBS show?
I have not.
You go and get your grandma's pussy appraised? You've really got something on your hands here. I felt like it, so that's why I brought it into you, Jeff.
There's still a guy that's like really interested in how antique the stirrups are, though. He's just looking at the stirrups.
Just an old expert, like, yeah, well, it looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
But yeah, I mean, fucking call it something else at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
Well, baby oil's gonna stay. I'm sorry to tell you, but nobody's changing the name.
Do you have a proposed name change, like No Butter or something?
Not far off, sex grease.
Sex grease, all right.
I'm not putting sex grease on my goddamn baby, Mike. Jesus Christ.
The baby is dry as a desert, Lurleen. Grease up the baby and let's fucking end it.
You sick fuck.
The baby's drier than cactus pussy. Is that what you want to hear, Lurleen? Oil up the baby.
Not what I
Let's
want to
get in the
hear.
car.
Never want to hear that.
Oil up the baby. Let's get in the car. Why does this have to be an argument? Grease up the baby. Get the forearm forklifts and let's get the fucking baby in the car. All right. But I from here on out, I'm not going to call it baby oil. All right.
Okay.
It's just too disgusting, man.
Jesus Christ.
But who do you think obtained the baby oil?
Do we know this, or is this a fun guess?
No, I don't know. This
A
is
fun
just
guessing
a
game
fun
we can
guess.
all participate in.
And who do you
It's
think
all
they
a
call?
gift for his new housewarming party.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, yeah. No gifts, just one bottle of baby oil that you can order from one specific website.
BYOBO.
I'm gonna guess not Meek Mill because in his name, he would be too nervous to go and buy a bunch of baby oil. So I'm gonna say Farnsworth Bentley was buying the oil.
He'd do like a baby. He would turn his umbrella upside down, just tell him to load it up, and he'd walk home like this. Are you good with Farnsworth Bentley?
Yeah,
too?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he was the guy to get it. And man, I think they got to start looking at baby oil like ammunition. Like, what are you buying?
Like
this
where you can
for?
just buy as much as you want without putting your name in it at Walmart.
No, I guess it's how an idealized version of how I would like to see that made, in that you should have to pass some kind of a background check.
Yeah, but you don't. You can just go buy bullets.
I know, man. It's fucked up. Because I don't think Diddy needs bullets, Jake.
No.
Do you, bullet note, guys that sell them, they do have the power to just look at somebody and be like, no, right?
Yeah.
Bullets or guns?
Both.
I don't think anybody's been denied buying bullets.
Yeah, I think it's
You
just
don't
like
even need a gun or a license to buy the bullets. You
they're
just
like
go into
bartenders.
Walmart.
Yeah, you can refuse someone if they're
All right.
too weird,
Yeah.
you know?
Maybe,
I
dude.
think
But
any-
if
no,
you're getting it
any
at a
retail-
Walmart, and the Walmart guy's gonna be weirder than you.
But any retail spot, yeah, that's true.
Hello, normal guy. It's good to see finally see another normal around here.
Is that the normal alarm or is that the blue light special? Yeah, I think any kind of retail business you can refuse service, right?
That makes sense. I mean,
No shoes, no shirt. You know, they have stuff like that.
Yeah.
That'd be really unfortunate.
no eye contact, no service.
Yeah, no nervous twitch, no eye contact,
Yeah.
no bullets. No, wait, those two wouldn't be in the same.
That's a gun. Prove me wrong, and then I'll give the apology. But yeah, 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant.
Incredibly round number, by the way.
Do you think they actually counted them, or they got to like 600 and they're just
they're
like,
like-
there's 1,000?
It looks like it's about
Yeah.
just about double that. Let's call it 1,000. No, I like to think that Diddy at all times has 1,000 bottles in stock.
Yeah.
If he uses 2 one night, 2 get replaced. If he uses 400 one night, 400 get replaced.
I do like that, because I think in my ideal home setting, I would have that kind of set up in a pantry where
You
I
open
know
it
exactly what I want, and I know
Yeah.
if, like, all right, if I've eaten this much, I have this much left, and I know that I'm going to have to get Farnsworth Bentley to go get more tomorrow.
Yeah, he's in there counting, baby. The guy's counting everything all the time.
I want my beaver back.
Do you think one thing that Farnsworth Bentley is worried about when he's buying all this baby oil? He's like, all right, play it cool. And as he's buying more and more baby oil, his bow tie is slowly starting to spin quicker and quicker.
And on the last fucking 100 bottles, the guy's like, "Is this for a freak off?"
I have to ask. All right, so count 2 is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion.
Jesus.
I don't think it's... Yeah, I don't know how much it takes to coerce these hoes.
Is this what you're talking? Is what you suspect to be flying in escorts?
It's more count 3, but I guess this relates to this because count 2 is more insinuating that they were pressured to do things against their will. Now, I
Yeah.
guess it is reasonable to assume that they're there for a specific purpose, and then you're just like, I'm paying you, you're going to do what I want, and then that's where it becomes really fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I mean, what if they make a Taken 3 and P. Diddy is like the evil boss at the end?
Take that.
Jake, I hate to ruin your day, but
no.
they've made Taken 4.
Oh, no. What? They've
So-
made Taken 4?
Yeah,
They've
it's
already
gonna have to
taken
be-
it was a greased up baby got stolen.
I'm sorry that what a sequel has been foretaken.
Am I lying, Jeff? Is it only 3?
Yeah, there were only 3 made.
Well, fuck me.
I think we know.
Jake's
know
been right
what-
all along.
I
I
need
think
to
you owe
rewrite
him an
it.
apology.
I'm sorry.
I
Can
mean,
you
a
say
kiss
sorry?
apology.
I can't.
Yes, sorry with W's and a kiss.
Oh, man.
In the parking lot. Under the lights. Bring knee pads. It's going to be a long halftime.
You could just get him out of the Diddy pantry.
We're going to need 2 more knee pads.
Why the fuck is there only 998 knee pads in my sexual pantry?
You're just sitting there counting them every day.
Jake's just trying to cover his knees.
They're bleeding everywhere.
Hey, Snickers, I just want to talk to you for a second about our sponsor, MyBookie. Football is back, which means winning season is back. MyBookie is here to make sure you're ready to cash in on the action. This season, they're pulling out all the stops with awesome promos like weekly risk-free boost on Thursdays. If your bet hits, you win big. If it doesn't, no problem. MyBookie will refund your wager. John, I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit of a betting man. And Jake, I know that you know I'm a betting man.
You are a rambling, gambling guy.
I do, man. I put on a special hat, and it's a little different than this one.
Okay.
This isn't my gambling hat. Like when I put this one on by accident, I tend not to do very well, but there's a special hat that I put on. It's whenever I use my bookie. That's the hat I put on, and I fucking clean up, baby. But my bookie is also giving away hundreds of thousands in prizes with their Super Survivor and Squares contest. When you're ready to get started, just click the link in the show notes, sign up, and you're ready to bet. Use promo code STINKER to claim a bonus that doubles your money on your very first deposit. You heard that right. Double your money with code STINKER before you even place a bet. Loyalty pays off with MyBookie Plus. The more you play, the more you win. It's simple. Climb through tiers of the Loyalty Rewards program to unlock even more epic promotions, exclusive giveaways, and bigger rewards. Jake, I know how you feel about bigger rewards.
Oh, I love big rewards. You know that.
How big do you want this reward?
Man, you know what? I want to put a lot of money on the USC game this weekend, USC versus Michigan. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I always say to you when you look at me that way, I say, I don't fuck with Trojans. But MyBookie Plus is the lock of the century. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. That's MyBookie. Hey, Snickers, I just want to talk to you for a second about our sponsor, Factor. Sure, instant ramen is a quick meal. Jake, I've always said that to you, man.
You have.
But is that really what you want to be eating? When you want to save time and eat well, you need Factor. Factor's no prep, no mess meals are dietitian approved and get sent right to your front door with over 25 meal options each week. Everything tastes amazing and takes just 2 minutes to prepare. Just throw a Factor meal in the microwave on the skillet and you're good to go. You guys have had the Factor smoothies that I had here the one day.
Delicious.
Oh, yeah.
I had to smack the friggin' bottles out of their hands because their tongues were inside the bottles. Like I could tell that they were sucking so much that they were absorbing plastic. Mm-hmm. That's how good Factor smoothies are. And Jake, I've always told you that I would be 400 pounds if it weren't for Factor.
I am 400 pounds, and it was not because of Factor. I'll tell you that.
Well, I love Factor, and I'm thankful for it. And the meals are delicious. And on top of that, too, you just take them right out, pop them in the microwave. In 2 minutes, they're good to go. You can't say enough good things about Factor.
Just 2 minutes? Oh, my God.
That's all it takes, baby. I've said it to my wife all the time. You see how fulfilling that is? 2 minutes.
Greatness.
2 minutes, and look at you. You're stuffed.
I know. Yes. So head to factormeals.com/stinker50 and use code stinker50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code stinker50 at factormeals.com/stinker50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. The meals are fucking delicious. Treat yourself to some Factor meals.
What is there a possibility that it was? Is this Miami? His Miami pad is where most of it went down.
It was Miami,
and LA.
Los Angeles, and there was a third one. Was that New York?
It seems like it could have been along the same lines as Epstein's house in New York with the massages and the dignitaries coming over, whoever.
The damn dignitaries.
I think as much as
Terry there, that's where the joke would apply.
Yes. I'm sorry, I was not listening. I think there is potential for it to not just be flying in hose. I think there could be some Epstein level trafficking involved, and that's obviously going to unfold over the next few months. But obviously, for that, in everyone's mind, flown hose, no problemos.
I agree.
Yeah.
There was you familiar with Lil Boosie?
Yes, I wish I wasn't, but I am.
But Lil Boosie had a lot to say about it, and I agreed with just about everything he said. He's like every rapper out here has flued out some hoes, and I got to assume that that's true.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why I think I don't know. I wonder if they're just trying to tack on something else in case the other charges fall through, because. Yeah, I guess it's a crime.
Did they fly him out private? Or first ass?
I don't know.
I think it... I don't know. I'd have a hard time just flying, believing people just fly plane full of hose.
Yeah.
With no supervision.
Man, that would have stopped 9/11.
Those hoes need to be supervised.
When we came back from Austin, there were two. I know it in my heart. There were prostitutes behind me and to the left.
In first class?
Yes.
No way.
Yep.
I was looking at you. Mm-hmm. I should have been looking at them.
I know one when I see one. It's
all right. If you're getting flown first class, let's say that ticket's $1,000 or $2,000. How much? You're a hoe in this instance. You as well.
Course. Yeah.
How much are you getting to fly to fuck a guy who you don't love?
How long am I doing it for?
You're there for a long weekend. Let's say Friday to Monday.
All right, Friday to Monday. What am I doing?
I mean, realistically, your holes know no bounds.
All right, so I'm doing front to back, side to side.
You're gonna be airtight.
Nipple clamps.
Yeah, come clamped. Arrive clamped, please.
Yeah, I can't get TSA. I come pre-cum clamped.
Hey, Trisha, we got another pre-clamper.
Take out your laptops, your shoes, your belts, your cum clamps. Oh, do these guys cum clamps? Are they clamping cum? I guess. Then they come off. Everything, including cum clamp, goes in the bin.
Man.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to pat my weave while I was doing that. Fuck me, man.
Jake, what's your price for the long weekend?
Okay, I need in this scenario.
I'm doing 10 G's. That's my
10 G's?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in this scenario, am I a family person? Do I have a family or am I just like flying solo? Because that determines my price.
You're gonna leave the family at home on this one, buddy.
Okay. No. I'm saying in this. Do I have a family?
No, you're a young single hoe.
Okay, young single hoe. You could probably get me for like $5,000 for the weekend.
Okay, all right. Shit, man, you should have fucking ridden coach and gotten the rest of that money. If you're going that cheap, dude.
But Jake, that brings up a great point. I wonder if hard bargains were driven, considering where they were going. So I wonder if the guy who set up was just like, "Look, you're coming to Diddy's. Like, this is what we're paying."
Yeah, I would not want to be a hoe with a family though, because P Diddy in the fam.
You really hung up on this family thing, man.
Yeah, I'm a family man.
There's no infidelity involved.
I'm not worried about the infidelity.
Oh, this is an open relationship you have in this when you're an imaginary hoe. Jake, what are you doing?
I don't want to miss my hoe children. I don't want to miss their soccer games.
Yes, okay.
You know what I mean? I want to be there. I want to make memories.
Well, you're going midweek. You're going to miss drop-off day a couple of days.
Okay.
But no soccer games are going to be missed because that's on the weekend.
Any activities at night, like a carnival or a school play or anything?
If they do, you won't see the pictures for a few months so you don't feel bad for missing it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. $2,000 for the
that's
weekend.
Your price dropped.
Dude, I love
You've
how
got people to support now, and your price went down.
I love how even in his wildest sex fantasy, Jake's a family man. It's like planes, trains, automobiles, and unfortunately, even more trains.
I like me.
You're born to be a family man. I can't take that away from you.
That is lovely, man. But I don't think showing a hoe a nice time should be a crime.
I don't either.
Yeah, as long as it's a nice time and not like a drug-induced nice time.
Dude, it's,
Right.
it's nuts that flying a prostitute across state lines is a federal crime. I mean, what the fuck? Where are we at, Jake?
You know?
I think any state line crossing with
Even
illegal
driving.
contraband is going to be federal.
I mean, come on, man. There's a human element to this, where I would argue that her time on Earth is likely hell. Therefore, I'm. If I could fly, I'd pick you up. And I would actually sing that in court because, like, that's what I'm doing to this lady. Because I'm removing her terrestrial chains.
Yeah.
And placing her in a sky where she gets a temporary relief from all of this.
And free booze.
I know.
Damn.
And a little snack, too.
You're giving that hoe like a dirty dancing in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. In that sense, if you fly a hoe first class, charges dropped.
Yeah, I think so, too. Yeah.
For that specific crime. But if it turns out you drugged her, then different story.
Everything on the other side of Martin Luther King Boulevard is yours. I haven't seen Lion King in a while, but yeah, it's nuts. I might even have to take up this cause because, like, count 3, I don't agree with that. Transportation to engage in prostitution. Why is this illegal?
You know what, dude? They're just throwing charges so that the defense, has to fight it off and
Capital D.
Yeah, capital D.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the feds are not arresting prostitutes who are openly in illegal states like California or Washington.
If the feds bring him in to testify, you're technically flying a hoe into New York.
Whoa!
So you just committed a federal crime, buddy.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
you should be a defense attorney, man. That's solid.
Thank you.
WP, dude. Whore protection.
Normally, I don't believe in protection, but I'm going to make an exception in your case.
But I will move to Duluth, Minnesota in order for trading information on the stand.
What's my name about to be? Do I look like a Lorraine to you? Shit. Got me out here acting like a damn Lorraine. Do I have to go? Social Security. How many numbers that is? 9. I thought mine was 10.
He's having a conversation with another person.
Yeah, I know. It's fascinating.
I'm trying to safely relocate a hoe.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to stress the point of how tedious this would be. Because hoes are like gremlins, man. It's like you think they're cute, and then you make the mistake of getting one wet. And then the chains fucking come off of everybody. You got them ruining your bar.
And never take a hoe to Checkers after midnight. I don't care how bad she wants a big Buford.
And they're definitely not supposed to see sunlight. Oh, man. Wouldn't that be nice, though? I mean, we've all seen Pretty Woman. Don't you want to, like, just save one of them?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, the newest one, the least ran through one is the one I want to save.
Yeah.
One who just started today.
Yeah.
I'll wait till tomorrow, and I'll pick her up as soon as number 1 is done.
Get her a little cummed up.
Yeah.
It's like
if she didn't get cummed in by a guy paying, then she hasn't been a whore yet. So that doesn't count in this scenario.
Could you imagine being one of the other whores and seeing the new girl get rescued?
oh my God, man.
It's the girl from Just Shoot Me, who is her friend in that movie.
Yeah, who was that lady?
I forget. I don't know her name, but loved her in Just Shoot Me. Wow, what a show!
Honestly, that's probably the prevailing thought of most hookers.
I'm waiting to get.
Yeah.
Just shoot me.
Yeah. It's also my mantra as well.
That's the prevailing hot.
She wasn't a jealous bitch in that movie, right?
No.
Julia Roberts' friend. She was like all about it.
She was trying to get her started, man.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, so that's one thing that I would like to do for a lady. It's kind of like the hooker blind side, the backside, if you will.
I will. Yes, I will.
The aisle side or the window side?
That's your bed. It's also going to be my bed.
Was that her?
Oh, yeah. What is her name? Laura San Giacomo. Beautiful lady.
My God. You know what I just learned? What's her name? Chris's girlfriend in Sopranos has an OnlyFans.
Drea DiMatteo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
DiMatteo.
Yeah, excuse me. There's no
this one.
nudity.
Oh, okay.
Jake,
But-
yeah.
But isn't her son involved with it?
I think he takes the pictures, is
Wait,
what she
what?
said. Am I?
Hold on,
Does
what?
that sound right?
I have heard this.
I just learned this because I'm rewatching it, and my wife Shell told me. She's like,
And
you know,
what,
she
they
has
have a
an
lower
OnlyFans.
third
I'm like,
now?
wait, what? She does?
Whoa, how'd she know?
I don't know. She said she saw her do like an interview and talk about it.
And she
almost
didn't
lost-
mention the fact that her son takes the pictures?
No, she didn't mention that part, so maybe she didn't get to that part in the interview.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, she said she almost lost her house, and so she started doing OnlyFans.
Saved
And
it, baby.
Yeah.
He's 13 years old and he edits them.
What the fuck, man?
No.
Yeah, I guess like cleans up the pics, like.
But they're
Photoshops
boudoir
and-
photos of your mother.
Well, I guess if there's no nip, I mean,
Italians, man, they are a different breed.
Oh man, dude, boudoir photos are like fucking jujitsu for ladies. It's like once a lady hits 40, she's like, I need to take the sluttiest pictures imaginable.
Oh, dude.
And do Batman voice.
Now I'm never not going to see a boudoir photo and think Batman voice.
That is the time, though. The ladies are the hottest in their 30s, 40s,
man.
and 50s now.
But my point is, I want to see butthole, man. Boudoir is great.
Butthole is better.
Dude, you are a t-shirt slogan machine tonight, Brett. Way to go, man.
Bring it up.
Yeah, I mean, call me new fashion, but I want to see your butthole being stretched so far that it looks like somebody's like what's his name, Grant from Goonies, the thing that he gets tied up in the chair with.
Yeah, John Brolin. Yeah, that little stretchy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. But I digress. Back to Diddy. But yeah, that's the last count. Transportation to engage in prostitution, which that's going to be the one that they negotiate down, I think.
Wait, Mike, did they also get him on loitering?
Tax evasion.
Yeah, so that's a Diddy document. But there's, I mean, nothing but trouble for this guy this year. So it all started off November of 23, the Cassie lawsuit, which was settled the day after. So it's like, all right, he definitely did this shit.
So that's leads us to believe that she just opened the door for many others. She's got nothing to do with it now.
Jake.
I wasn't going to say anything.
You think she's completely uninvolved with this now? She got her settlement and is probably unable to even be involved with the second case. Then, right?
You know what a great judge of character I am, and you see me judge characters left and right. It's like I pull up characters all the time.
You're on USA. You never change the channel. Characters welcome and characters being studied.
But when I saw Cassie, she seems like a very sweet woman, and it seems like she's moved on with her life and is able to have a.
She got paid.
Yeah, good. She deserved it, man. Yeah, she got paid. Yeah, there was I think that there were at least 8 lawsuits total, and then there was the most recent one. Oh, this is kind of a funny one. It just happened last week, so September 10th. This inmate in Michigan, he sued Diddy and said that he was taken advantage of during a freak off, and this motherfucker looks like a fat Lawrence Fishburne. But and it's like, to me, it's like I would think that, like, okay, Diddy definitely
Diddy was like, you want the red pill or the blue pill?
I mean, what proper freak off doesn't have a fat Lawrence Fishburne impersonator? You know,
which
he can do that.
Which
he can do that.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a fat Lawrence Fishburne, and I imagine, like, when you fuck his butt, it smells like burnt fish. That was too much. But
you took the name and you flipped it.
I know, that's all I do best. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. But Jake, last week they had a video conference, and he had sued Diddy for $100 million, claiming that he was taking advantage of it a freak off. Which, knowing Diddy, it's like he probably, it's worth looking into. And Diddy did not show up for the video conference, so the judgment defaulted to the plaintiff.
Wow.
Wait, he just got $100 million for Diddy not showing up?
Temporarily, because it might actually just happened today or yesterday. A second judge ruled, all right, no, we're not doing that, because Diddy's lawyers argued that the lawsuit was not served in accordance with Michigan law, whatever that means.
All right, well, he needs a better jail lawyer for this next round.
But, bro, it's like all you got to do is go on the fucking video conference, man. You almost lost $100 million because you just didn't fucking show up.
That's crazy. And that was before he got arrested, right?
Yep.
Imagine Diddy on the video call and his Zoom background just disappears. You just see all the baby oil behind him.
Or it falls on top. Excuse me, Your Honor. We have had a baby oil catastrophe. So I would like to ask for a continuance.
I saw Farnsworth Bentley in the background pushing the baby oil onto you. This is not going to fly, Mr. Diddy. Mr. Diddy Combs.
Objection, Diddy.
What was the last thing we mentioned? You mentioned just a second ago.
I don't know, but I was about to tell you role-playing courtroom stuff with my wife. So I have a little joke where if I can stay hard for an extended period of time, I'll say, erection sustained.
That's great. What's that, about 5-6 minutes?
Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah, so September 10th was when he...
Oh, yeah. When does that guy get out? Do you know? The Michigan inmate?
I don't know, man. I would
Is
like
he
to
in
keep
jail for
tabs on
life and he's just going to have $100 million to fucking ball out in jail?
Here's the deal. And it's like, I want to apologize to that guy right now. I feel like I got off on the wrong foot with you, Fat Fishburne. So I think I might put some money on your book. So I'm going to find out your name, and I'm going to put a little something in there for you. And
You're about to give money to a $100 millionaire.
I know, but that's the point. It's like, I want to get in his good graces because he's had the
He's
money
about to
taken
be
away.
powerful.
But he might get the money back. And if he does, I want to be the man who gave him Funyuns when he had none.
What? Whoa. Poetry.
I like that.
Yeah. Gave him Funyuns when he had onions, Jake.
Yes. Yes. That's the pun you needed to say.
It's the Funyun, baby. And then on September 11th, of all days, Jake, you familiar with the lady group Danity Kane?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Made on the show, Making the Band.
Yeah. One of the ladies from that filed a lawsuit against Diddy for the typical Diddy bullshit, which was abuse, sexual assault, the whole enchilada.
Wow. Yeah, it's a shame that someone with power can take advantage of people for so long.
Just a disgusting individual, man.
Yeah.
It takes, the whole village coming at him for people to be willing to stand up about it. That was just September 11th, you said?
Yeah, and September 16th was the day he was arrested.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That was like a day or two ago.
It was at the Park Hyatt in Manhattan, and Diddy argued that he was in New York because he was going to turn himself in the next day, but the feds came in and arrested him at the hotel. They actually found, remember those pink drugs that were mentioned in the Little Rod lawsuit? That's like a variation of cocaine.
Yeah.
It was like mixed with ecstasy or something. Well, they found that in his hotel room.
Wow.
So he's even getting freaky the night before being arrested.
One last hurrah, you know?
Yeah, I kind of see that, man.
The FBI is just knocking on the door like, room service.
That voice sounds a little familiar.
Is he from the Middle East?
Is that a Lebanese man?
He might be Lebanese.
Great, now I'm hungry. But Diddy is now at the Metro Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York. And he was ordered to stay there until his trial, or unless another judge comes along and says, no, he can be set free, which I wouldn't discount.
Yeah, I mean, his lawyers are trying to pay every single judge in New York right now.
Yeah.
I would imagine, but we'll see. I mean, we don't know how high up this goes or how far spread it is, so Jesus Christ.
Are you happy, Jeff? Jeff, I hope you're happy over there. Put your fucking shorts back on, man.
How can I be so fucking oblivious to what I
Charges
say?
are just spread eagle, man. It's crazy.
I mean, these are some really greased up charges, man.
This fucking judge has my ankles pinned behind my head and is just going to town on me. What did I say? Is that a weird thing to say? What are you guys laughing at?
Did you ever see Diddy's, I think it was his 50-foot bed?
50-foot bed?
Dude,
This way or this way?
it's disgusting, man.
Bigger than Shaq's. Jesus.
Yeah, Diddy had a 50-foot bed in his backyard.
In his backyard? Of all places, man. The mattress
I
gets
know,
wet.
man.
It's ruined.
Jake, that's disgusting, man.
I'm sure he's got some plastic covers on his
Man.
freak-off beds.
I really hope it was the width of a twin and just went 50 feet long.
What a silly bed that would be.
Nasty, Jake.
Man, Diddy's a fucking piece of shit.
He's really something else, man. A real
Yeah.
piece of work, man. And
Yeah.
this is somebody who, is still having a blast in jail.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that jail. Metrosexual fucking
Yes.
freak-off club.
Yeah.
Man.
He's got to be...
The Twink Depository.
Well, where was Epstein? Similar jail? He was in
Ooh,
the
I think
city,
he was
right?
in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I think he was. Wow.
And he wasn't in, like...
Oh, my God.
Especially nice
Not the same place, I hope.
cell or whatever.
That would be
you think,
crazy.
You think Diddy's got a nice setup in there? Or do you think
He
just
has to, 'cause-
has a cot?
I mean, they would rip him to pieces, and I know he would love it. But just because a guy loves it doesn't mean you should let him do it to him.
Dude, I imagine Diddy's in prison, like, acting out that scene from Goodfellas, where they're all just hanging out in the room making gravy and having good times, you know?
Making damn baby oil.
Oh my God.
I think he was at a different one, Metropolitan Correctional Center, that's in New York City.
Okay.
Okay.
And you said Diddy's is in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's got a pretty cool logo. It's like the Adidas font.
That 100% is.
That's crazy they have that logo on his Wikipedia. I didn't know he had a logo.
It's a cool one, man.
Yeah, he's used that since 2022. General
seen
marketing logo.
That's great.
Yeah, great typeface. Loving the font.
I'll give him that.
I was just reading. Apparently he had an honorary doctorate. He's had a bunch of these things like taken away from him.
Yeah,
Howard
Cosby had
University.
some honorary fucking things too.
He had the keys to the city in New York City taken away.
Yeah.
Miami-Dade.
They need to do a ceremony when they do that. When they take it away.
Yeah, you're in stocks and they take it out of your hand.
Yeah, they just change a giant lock. An honorary locksmith.
Yeah, a 7-foot locksmith.
They had a Diddy Day in October 13th was Diddy Day in Miami Beach.
Ew,
that was taken
Not
away.
this year.
Damn. Look at that logo. 3 Ds in there. Disgusting.
Oh, he's got a. It's right in his name. IDDD.
Yeah, there's also a why. Why would you do this?
I surrounded by D.
Yeah, he's probably not super comfortable knowing that. I wonder if he knows whether or not Epstein killed himself. Mm-hmm. He seems like he would have the inside information on that. So if he thinks if he knows that Epstein got killed, then he's probably pretty scared for himself.
Yeah, he's going to get murdered.
Be honest with me now. If you were cellmates with him and he asked you to blow his back out, would you do it? And also, would you be excited to tell people about it?
I think I already know your answer now.
Would you be excited to tell people about it?
If I was a full-time prisoner and I fucked Diddy, I would probably tell people.
He'd be clapping pigeons while he was still clapping his cheeks, dude.
Yeah, I'd be writing the pigeon letter. It's like, stay still.
Trying to film it with your jail cell phone that you smuggled in.
Oh, man, you think pigeons feel guilty with those kind of messages on them? Like, oh, come on, dog.
I didn't think I could feel dirtier.
Man, 20 years ago, I was in Home Alone 2. Now I'm sending buttfuck messages.
Man, when I was fucking 3 years old, I was eating fucking bird food off of Joe Pesci's upper lip. Now look at my ass. Giving freak-off messages. Flying freak-off messages to hoes when they used to fly hoes to me.
Get softer.
Man, I should have been listening to Arturo when he told me to hang up my satchel.
Arturo.
That was the pigeon who passed on the satchel to him.
Yeah, that's a
This satchel smell funny.
that's an Washington Heights pigeon. It sounds like
30 years ago, Macaulay Culkins, Daniel Stearns, Donald Trump's. He was in it too, man.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's was in that. Rob Schneider's, Timothy.
Hold on. Is that something I see, Jeff? Did he win an award? He was nominated for a Grammy for a song in 2000 called "Satisfy You," featuring R. Kelly.
Whoa, come on, man.
Jesus, Jake, your vision is incredible.
Yeah, when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah.
He's got the eyesight of a goddamn sex pigeon. Yeah, Tim Curry's was in that too.
Rob Schneider.
Man, I already said Schneider's.
You did say Schneider.
Nice fellow, man.
Yeah.
Really nice guy, man.
Rob, you speak specifically about his recent work on Twitter, I assume.
Yeah. You notice I have a number of framed tweets around the room. And I'm thinking of buying more. You know what I would do? Make copies.
I bet you would. I really bet you would.
Oh, man. It is the kumquat hour, baby.
Yeah,
It
Mike,
has begun.
Thank you for all that information, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
I'm just trying to fill you guys up.
God damn it.
Oh man.
Oh shit, we're tied up with the goddamn Brewers now.
Oh fuck them, man. It's insane that the fucking the Mets might make the playoffs.
Dude, the Braves are essentially out of it at this point.
Yeah, I mean their whole team's
Awesome. I know,
Yeah.
but like pretty sick that the Mets kept playing well, you know?
Yeah.
That would be fun to travel to New York to watch a Phillies Mets game.
I've never seen a
This
baseball
weekend.
game in New York City.
Oh man, I don't think I'm doing anything Saturday.
Yeah, they got 4 starting tomorrow. They're 4 in New York.
What time is the Saturday game? Are we talking 1 or 4?
I guess I'll Google.
Oh yeah, and guess what? Fucking you googled fucking everything else that we had a question
Yeah,
about, and
everything,
when I
yeah.
have a specific question,
He says
you
that
looked
with-
up oiled up hippos,
He did.
and you won't look up the
Death
fucking.
of Jeffrey Epstein. What was the thing he refused? Like he stopped
It's
himself.
already
searching
on my
earlier?
phone. Don't even, Jeff. If you find it before me and you say it, I swear to God, you're gonna be.
Say it, say
It's
it.
a
You're gonna
4
be juiceless.
4:10 game on Saturday.
That's perfect timing.
All other games are at 7. I guess they get the Sunday night baseball.
Really?
Man, you'll get home by like 11:30.
Man, it is a nice ballpark, man.
Oh, shit, I have to fucking babysit my own goddamn child on Saturday night.
You can bring her.
Cool, baby's day out. She's gonna love that movie.
Yeah.
I just know she's gonna love Chaz Palminteri when I finally show him to her. Joe Montana. I'm sorry. In Baby
know,
Day
they're
Out.
easily confusable.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. My apologies to Chaz and Joe alike. I know they're fans. I know they're listeners. And shout out to all the Snickers that came into Providence this weekend. Shout out to Zach and Kristen. Y'all the fucking best.
they're great, man.
Yeah, Zach's the one who brought the tooth to Boston.
Yes, he
Well,
reminded me of that.
He's still at it.
Shout out Corey and his lady Tori. Corey and Tori in the house. And of course, Pepper Dongs and his boy Chris and his one boy Chris.
Never let you down, man. Pepper
Y'all the
Dongs.
fucking best.
Pepper Dongs is top tier, man.
He is. He
Yeah,
really
that guy
is.
rolls. I saw him, Spud was there, and I saw him taking a picture with Spud, and it took me a minute to recognize him, but he was wearing Drew Montana's frog racing shirt. I was like, I got to get a picture of that. And then I looked up at his face, and I was like, Pepper Dongs! I was like, reunited.
Did you guys know Chaz Palminteri is a big comedy fan?
No.
Yeah. Well, he was on Are You Garbage?
Yeah, and I think he was like doing a television show with Chris DiStefano.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Seems like a fun guy, man. Chaz.
Does he like?
Interesting name.
Does he like go to
More damn
shows?
C's and Z's than a women's narcolepsy convention.
Just one C and one Z.
More C and Z's than a woman's knuckle.
You could see the smile on his face start to form
Oh my god.
when the gates had opened.
Dude,
The idea gun had been shot off, and the horse gate opened, and this fucking greyhound was chasing that rabbit.
so fast.
Ooh, baby.
Chaz is currently touring A Bronx Tale as a one-man show once again, which is the original way he did it.
I would see that. Would you?
I would, yeah. The fact that that's how he got
I
like
didn't
his
know
break
that.
in showbiz, essentially, and then eventually made it into the movie.
So what is A Bronx Tale? I thought that was like a musical.
No, it's a guy. You never seen the movie?
No.
For
no.
real?
Yeah, I've never seen the movie. Yeah.
It was, I think, 1995. Incredible movie. 3. Incredible movie about interracial love.
Usual Suspects was 95,
Okay.
which is all time.
Oh
goat.
man.
Yeah, man. You would like it though, Jake. It is
Okay.
a.
Classic.
I gotta check that one out.
There's a part from that where a pathological liar that I went to boot camp with. He told us this a story as though none of us had seen Bronx Tale, and the movie just came out fucking 6 years prior. He was talking.
Just 6 years prior.
He was talking about a fight he had in a bar where guys were giving him lip while he was playing pool, And he says,
Jesus
he's like,
Christ,
and I
dude.
locked the door and I turned around and I said, now you just can't leave.
Unbelievable lie, dude.
Avila.
How many other movies did he lie about?
He lied about playing for the Wilmington Blue Rocks.
Amazing.
That's what a lie.
In boot camp, he was probably under 20 years old. So
Yes. Yeah, he says he played minor league ball and it just wasn't working out for him because there was always good pathological liars. There'll be some kind of downplaying of their fantasy, which they think will link you into it.
Yes, that makes sense.
So it's like I was fired from Warner Brothers or something. So it's like I worked for your Warner Brothers and then I was fired from there.
Right. But I was the best guy that was there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Surprised
also a
anything
thief.
he's done. What did he say he stole?
Everything. It's like because when guys would go to work, this was in so I was in boot camp with him, and then I also went to it's called MOS school, where it's like whatever your vocation is in the military, you go to school for it. And I think our MOS school was like I think it was like 2 months, and it was in Fort Lee, Virginia, and a bus takes you to your school, but then people stay behind for various reasons. It's like all right, they go to the doctor, they go to the dentist. And one day he went for one of those things. So he was back at the barracks and he just went through everybody's room. And he was the only guy that stayed behind.
Oh, he was an actual thief. They didn't say he was a thief.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He was going through stealing everybody's
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Yikes.
They eventually deduced that he was the only one in the barracks at that time. And they went through his locker and they found everybody's shit.
And he
Whoa.
could actually lock his locker. So they had to get somebody to come in and go through it.
Yes. So if they thought that you did something serious, like they can go through your shit at any time.
Yeah.
But it's the military. So if somebody above you wants to do something, they'll just go through your stuff.
Did he thieve from you?
I don't think he stole anything from me. There was a guy, I can't remember this fucking guy's name, but he tried to keep a Ralph Lauren polo hat that I had. And it was like so insane because I had it on one day and he's like, that's a nice hat, man. Where you get that? I was like, oh, I got it at Macy's, you know. He's like, man, you mind letting me borrow that? I'm about to go out. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I'm only staying back at the barracks. I was staying back at the barracks. I was actually watching Matrix that night with another fella. And he didn't have any chairs in his room. So we both sat on the floor, crisscross applesauce, to watch Matrix together. That's a long-ass movie to watch crisscross applesauce.
You're going to have some sore legs after you get up from that one.
My legs was in a coma. They were so asleep. But,
yeah, wake up, leggy. It's time to watch the next Matrix movie.
It had got to be around midnight. I stretched out. I was like, let me stop playing and get back to this thievery story. But what had happened was he came back from his evening out and he still had my hat. And I said, can I get my hat back? And he acted like he didn't hear me. Went to his room, went to bed. Now, I'm not the type to go in another man's room and interrupt him while he's sleeping. So I waited till the next day and I said, let me get my hat back. And he said, man, I don't have your hat. At that point, one of my superiors had heard the argument. And he was like, you need to get a boy his hat back.
Oh, I called you a boy? You had to have a fucking officer handle your business? Jesus, Mike.
I was 19 years old at the time, so technically I was a teenage boy.
I don't like hearing that sentence in that voice.
But long story short, that's how I almost got my hat took.
That's how what?
That's how I almost got my hat took.
What color was the hat?
Tan,
And what color was the pony?
blue.
Navy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a classic combo.
No Marine Corps. Let me stop playing on them, Jeff. But yeah, it was almost a first class thievery.
You were like, polo? Oh, no. That's great, dude.
Yeah,
How old was the other man, would you estimate?
probably the same age. Like most of us
Yeah,
were,
you got bullied
were
by
between like
a guy your age.
by a little strong black guy. Yeah, most of the guys there were between like 18 and like 24.
Why were there no chairs to sit in for the movie?
So in your room, you just had your bunk beds.
You got your own private room?
No, you had to share it with other
Okay.
guys, but it was just like your bunk bed. I think they might have had a desk in there, and the TV was on top of the desk.
Okay.
And it was a one of those VCR TVs, and he had the Matrix, and it was very nice because, like, I'm a social retard, and this guy who I just talked to in passing, he's like, "Hey, do you want to watch the Matrix in my room?" I was like, "Oh, cool, somebody wants to be friends with me."
Yeah.
And I did want to see it, so I went in, and he's like, "We just gotta sit on the floor." He sat on his bed, but
He said, we just have to sit in the bed.
And you were the only one on the floor. That's a different version of the story than I heard a few minutes ago.
Just playing with Mike's hair. It's on the bed.
So, yeah, I mean, at a certain point, he was with me for certain points, but he also went to the bed because he gets super uncomfortable. But, yeah, we watched the long-ass Matrix in his room. You know, I was on the linoleum floor the entire time. And, yeah, I made a friend.
Keeping in touch?
No. I don't really, I remember one guy's name. Like, well, I remember two. I'm not going to say it, but I just said Avila. So this guy's last name was Avila, the lion guy. But another guy who I loved from boot camp, who was also with me in Virginia, who was such a cool guy and an absolute sweetheart and was so goddamn funny, this guy, Rodriguez Johnson. One thing that he did that really cracked me up was when we got back from working out in the mornings, like, you know, time would be of the essence because you'd have to get ready, then you'd have to go to your school. And there were only, I think, 4 showers, and there were dozens of us that would have to get a shower. So there would be a line of dudes in towels. But once Rodriguez got into, like, the vestibule for the shower.
Just like your dream journal, John.
Once Rodriguez got into the vestibule for the shower, he started, like, taking water from the sink and, like, splashing himself with it. And then he took his bar of soap and soaped himself all the way up. So by the time, like, he was still in line, and he was white from being soaped up so much.
Genius. He just had to rinse off.
It was, but it was very funny looking because he was like 6'5".
Hilarious.
Yeah.
And nice to the other guys.
Very sweet guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody behind you got a quicker to
gets
the
out.
next shower. Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
We should look him up.
I tried. I haven't been able to find him.
We'll find him. Nobody can hide from me forever.
Yeah, Rodriguez Johnson, if you're watching, I miss you, man. You were the best.
Jake, who do you want to find?
I know he's from Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rodriguez Johnson from Alabama, if anybody knows him.
And I know his mother's address.
Yeah.
What were we going to say, Jake?
Oh, no, he asked who I'd want to find.
Yeah, who do you want to find from the past?
Man, I probably shouldn't say this, but
Girlfriend?
a girlfriend from like first grade that I couldn't find, like on Facebook back in the. You know when everyone got Facebook originally? And you
When did
started
you separate?
Looking for everyone. Oh, it was only the school year, and then she moved away.
Yeah. So second grade, you never saw her.
Never
again.
saw her again because she left the school, and then I was just like, you know, when Facebook and MySpace came around, I was like, you know, I just wanted to see like how she, like what she looks like now, how she's doing, all that kind of stuff, and
Whoa.
yeah,
Damn.
creepy. Or,
Well, it's just fucked up that I asked you who you want to find, and you're trying to leave your family all of a
I'm
sudden.
not trying to leave my family. I just
Yeah, he's a family man into sex fantasies, but give him a little bit of rope and he'll wrap it around his own throat so he can come
I
harder.
didn't want it to get to this point, Jake.
Unbelievable, Jake.
I don't want any. I just want to see what they look like now. When a person just straight up disappears from your life, it's kind of
Yeah, yeah.
traumatizing. You know what I mean?
It really is.
Yeah.
There was a guy, I think I talked about him. There was a kid who in my grade school who kids would make fun of him for lying about having a dad. Did I ever tell you guys this?
Jesus
fun of him
Christ,
for
man,
it?
that's heartbreaking.
That's terrible. That's awful, man.
But it was like one of these kids that only came, I don't even know that he was there for the whole year, but he was gone the next year. But then shortly after that, I saw him on the bus when I was going into the city with my aunt. And I was like so happy to see him. I was like, oh my God, is that Matthew?
Was he by himself on the bus?
No,
or-
he was with like his grandmom or something.
Okay.
It's my dad, the driver. The driver's
Oh my God, I'm so sorry,
I just-
Matthew. You do have a dad. I'm sorry.
Dad, back door.
That's never something you want to say to your dad, Jake. Yeah. Is he talking to his daddy or did he?
What about you, John? Who do you want to find?
I want to find a guy named Raphael that I met in the woods of Yosemite a few years ago. He was hiking. He was getting ready. He was doing a warm-up hike during the day to wake up at 3:30 in the morning and start hiking up Half Dome to just be up there for the sunrise. He was probably starting after midnight, actually.
Whoa.
So he was going to get like maybe 5 hours sleep and then hike up Half Dome for the sunrise. and I would really like to see his pictures and ask him how the hike went. And I met him at one point on a hike, and then saw him again like 2 hours later.
No way.
Yeah, and then we chatted for even longer than we did the first time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I make a friend every time I go to the woods.
Yeah, you guys should have like.
I asked him if he had Facebook or social media. I wanted to
He was
keep
off the grid.
Yes, and it's so weird to go from like, well, can I get your email? You know what I mean? Because it's like then it's going to be like a pen pal thing as opposed to just like I want to see your pictures.
Yeah,
but Raphael, I'm going to see him. I'm going to find him in October.
Where's
I think.
he from?
San Diego or somewhere in SoCal.
The sewer.
The sewer.
He's got 3 other brothers that he stays there with.
Kind of a vigilante-esque character.
Raphael, San Diego. How old was he? Like your age?
No, he was probably maybe 50s.
Okay, 50s. Look at that, the old man in the sea.
Word.
Yeah, I always find an older friend in the woods.
I believe they call it sugar daddies.
The Mountain Daddy. Juicy Jeff, who's your lost cause?
I don't think I have any. I think I'm just like, especially having Facebook in like, you know, when I was in high school, it's like I've basically stayed connected with like
You got people you want to drop as opposed to
basically
find from the past. Yeah. There's got to be somebody. I mean, going along with Jake wanting to leave his family and ruin his family's life.
I don't want to do that.
Like the weird kid from 1st through 3rd grade or something like that. Because I got like probably half a dozen weird kids that I would kind of like to know what they're up to.
Yeah.
You know, before we knew what autism was.
Yes.
Those kids.
Yeah. I would also like to do some research into kids that piss themselves in school.
One of my guys is a pisser.
I think it really changes the trajectory of your life when you piss yourself.
He left. Dude, I think he left a year after pissing. Yeah.
Dude.
Change schools.
Yeah.
You have to change schools if you piss,
know.
dude.
Well, I did. Except I did it in I think 1st grade, so it wasn't that bad. Just a little bit of embarrassment.
Piss or shit?
All pissed.
Okay. One time I heard a comic tell a story that he said it was the first time he ever did it, and I was like, man, you have to like, this is your closer to your special. Like he just did it one time off the cuff, and it was about a classmate of his shitting his pants so bad that not only did they change schools, the family moved towns, dude.
Oh my god,
dude! It is like a bathroom catastrophe in grade school is like a child felony.
Dude, it's like yeah.
It's a child DUI. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, you don't get a second chance though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 1st grade might be the cutoff because that's when I pissed myself in 1st grade, and all the parents, they would wait for the children on the front wall of the school. Mm-hmm. There was this tree where these I think there were walnuts would fall down, and it was a very nice place to be let out of at school, where the kids would come out, we throw them around and get yelled at, but all our mommies would be waiting out there, and I pissed myself towards the end of the day, and I don't remember much about that afternoon after pissing myself, but then I do remember my mom used to drive this girl down the street, Anna Smith, home with us. And as soon as like we were allowed to dismiss, Anna burst the door open. And as soon as she saw my mom, who was on the wall with probably 20 other moms, she yells out, "Michael peed himself."
Oh my god!
Lisp. She had a lisp, by the way. Man. So
himself, Michael peed himself, and you were embarrassed. She screamed with a lisp.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah. Now look at me. I'm getting paid to drink piss, bitch. It's on my dick. You fucking, you lispy twat.
You have volunteered every time you drank piss.
Yeah, maybe I'm doing it to spite Anna Smith.
You are a piss phoenix.
Thank you.
Rise from the acid.
Thank you so much.
What color were the pants?
Navy blue.
Damn, you could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, that's close, man. That's like black
was
pants.
It for those
you're
meddling
good.
Kids?
It's so hard because I think part of what was so hard about it is like our desks were very weird in that like there was an under compartment which held all your books and your folders and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're pissing yourself in the chair, it's going to get under there and it's going to ruin your books.
Was it see through? Oh shit. Okay.
You pissed your books too?
I don't remember if I did or not, but it would be hard not to, considering the configuration. Plus, it's quiet in the afternoons. If everybody's doing their seat work, you're going to hear somebody pissing themselves.
Was it a Catholic school uniform?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, the fucking school. Did you have to go to like the uniform store to get your pants?
Yeah. And it was like, they upcharge you like 200% to get this fucking uniform.
Yeah.
Brutal, dude. Yeah.
Do they still do that with uniforms?
So, yeah. They have a couple of shops you got to go to.
Can't just do it online now.
Yeah.
I think in high school, the way it started was, no, even in grade school, I think for your khakis, no, grade school we had gray pants that you had to get from the uniform store, but high school it was khakis. And the first 2 years, it was any khaki, within a shade scale of like, could be light cream color to more on the brown side.
Yeah.
What?
Police brutality.
And then at some point, they made us wear khakis from a company that had the insignia of the high school on it. So we all had to go to the fucking uniform store again.
On, man.
Before that, it was not like just whatever shirt and tie and whatever khakis.
Yeah.
And I think you had to wear either a sweater, like a V-neck sweater, or a blazer.
We had like a
After
sweat
maybe junior year
in high school, dude. It was so, and I loved not having a uniform in like public school, but like getting to high school and then like not having to worry about.
Yeah.
Really quickly, I fell in love with that because that was cool. But man,
it's all in the shoes,
tough.
baby.
Yeah,
you're living for the school shoes with a uniform.
You went to public before private?
Yeah, I went to public until high school. I found out the week high school was starting that I was going to a private school.
Man.
Yeah, like I knew it was like on the table, but I
How
didn't
hard
know
was
that?
that?
It was crazy because like I didn't get to say goodbye to any of my friends.
Oh man.
And
None of them went to the same school?
there was like 2, and I wasn't friends with them.
Damn.
Yeah, because they were good kids. Like all my friends were the bad kids, and
they didn't get into that school or didn't even try.
Yeah, they went, and then they quickly went to like Votech, or they just dropped out.
Dropped out of high school?
Yeah, a lot of them did. Yeah.
At what age? 18?
Probably between 16 and 17.
You have to get like your parents to vouch for you after you're 16, right? Or 17.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the
That's
process.
crazy.
But I
High school
remember my
dropout.
mom, she lived with us like my entire life, and she would hem my pants because they were just a little too long, and she hemmed them up way.
Flooding?
Yeah, dude. I was so.
Mom, you got to give me a 1-inch break
was,
down
like,
there.
New to me, right? Like, because I never grew up going to church. Never. I think my aunt took me on Christmas, and that was it. And I remember I got asked to serve mass, and I was like, kind of like honored. Like I was like, oh, wow, all right, like yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I was my buddy Alex. He's like one of my best friends. He's cracking up when I get back, and he's like, dude, your pants were like. I looked like I was wearing capris, and to top it off, like my ass was just swallowing the pants. So I just had this giant fucking wedgie.
You got asked to serve ass.
I did hear the priest go,
I'm trying to go through him, in him, with him.
dude. When he told, like, I was so
No
proud.
gown, no altar server gown, or
No,
like
because you do it in your
robe?
school uniform, so it was like a school mass. You get out for the period, and you get to go do it. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool! I get to go fucking do
You
something."
had to go twerk for the entire school
And
body.
dude, I was a freshman walking by the entire high school, just fucking like the worst fucking wedgie of my life.
That's insane. Like some poor priest is trying to control his urges, and the most voluptuous little boy that's ever set foot in this parish is strutting past him.
I did find it weird. He kept going.
His ass is chewing up those pants like bubble gum.
You didn't have a big cross to carry. You had a fucking giant lollipop and a sailor's hat. That's crazy. There was no grade school associated with that parish?
There was one. The closest one was in Linwood, which I didn't live there.
Okay.
About Holy Savior.
But was your high school right on the same campus as the church?
No. So I went to. I guess it was like a culmination of all the archdioceses. It was Cardinal O'Hara.
Yeah.
So everyone from all the archdioceses in Delco, I guess, would go to that high school. That or Bonner.
Where was the mass that you would serve? In the high school?
It was in the high school, in the auditorium. Yeah, so like you would get out in the third period and do it or something like that.
Oh, that's
Is that what happened with you guys, Jeff? And you
Yeah.
yeah.
Like half of my so I went to St. Francis in Springfield, and like that was traditionally an O'Hara one because O'Hara's technically in Springfield. But my year, for some reason, like most of the guys ended up going to Bonner. I went to O'Hara my freshman year, and then my mom took me out and put me over to Bonner sophomore through senior year.
Yeah.
I actually went to 4. Now that I'm thinking about it, I went to 4 schools in 4 years, which was pretty fucking wild.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Jeez, dude.
I went to public school through 7th grade, and then my parents were breaking up, and they were going to sell the house, but I was still, like, playing football on the football team at St. Francis.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, instead of taking them out and putting them in, you know, wherever we moved to, we're going to keep them in St. Francis. And then so I went there 8th grade year, O'Hara 9th grade, and then Bonner 10th.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
So y'all were all throwing up Hail Marys.
Yeah, basically.
I went to the same building, kindergarten through 12th grade.
No fucking
The
way.
same
What the
building,
fuck, man?
dude.
Was it a homeschool?
K through 12.
Yeah, there were pictures of my grandparents everywhere. It was actually a very cool school. Yeah.
Love my teachers, my mommy and daddy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. In my neighborhood.
Jesus.
Walked home every day. Never walked to school once.
Damn.
5-minute walk.
Yeah, we had K through 8. Well, K was in a different building, but 1 through 8 was in a specific building, and then you had to go to a different school,
Yeah.
like most normal people.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
very rare
I had
for the same building for all those
middle,
years.
I had a elementary school was K through 4, and then 5 through 8 was a middle school.
Yeah, that blew my mind when I learned public school had 2 different.
Dude, we had a
Schools.
planetarium in our middle school, and they never brought people in there.
What?
Yeah, it sucked. You'd go like once a year, and it was just like, it was built perfectly for it, but then it was just like a dome they had in the middle of the fucking room. Like, it was just like a dome light thing that would just shoot
Yeah.
up. But got to go once a year, I guess. That was fine.
You got to be in there all the damn time, dude.
Yeah.
Looking at them planets.
Let me see that. Let me see your anus. Never gets old. Never gets old.
Think about them priests watching that. Yo ass, eat them pants.
No, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you were thinking it the whole damn time.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm trying to reconnect with my kindergarten teacher, Miss Carbonetti.
I could get my kindergarten teacher on Facebook live right now if we wanted to.
She's selling something. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I love her so much, and I miss
Miss
her.
Carbonetti?
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing you did in her class?
Well, my favorite thing was on graduation. I was the first boy in the procession, and I was supposed to walk with a girl named Mary Tran, who was late coming to graduation. So because she was late, I got to walk hand in hand with Miss Carbonetti, who I love deeply.
Oh my God, what
And,
a gift.
yeah, I'm getting emotional thinking about it now.
Yeah, dude,
love
you
her
really
so
are.
much, man.
That's so
What
awesome.
was the rack like on Mrs. Carb?
She was just like, I mean, she was a beautiful lady, but also
It was hard to tell through her smock.
she was a beautiful lady, but also just the perfect transition lady from your mom to an institutional setting.
You said first grade?
Yeah,
Or
kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell in love with my first grade teacher, and then she went out on maternity leave.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had my 7th grade teacher, Mrs. Pauly, was like, she was my first like mom-like teacher since kindergarten. And I was like, I love this lady so much. And
Yeah.
she got fucking Lyme disease and had to get taken out of school.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I reconnected with her on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, she's the best, man. Jeff, any ladies you miss?
No, let's just end the episode. Now we're forcing the kumquat hour.
Did you have a favorite teacher, John, in your building?
Maybe Sister Vincent. She was a wild nun.
Sister
She showed us fucking deer.
Sister Vincent. Vincent, oh, your time has come.
Who opened for Metallica? Fucking Sister Vincent.
Motorhead.
She showed us Deer Hunter, dude. What a
No,
whack,
she
what
did
a
not.
whack job. Yeah.
How
man.
old were you?
Sophomore, high school.
I mean, it's still fucking crazy. I mean, I guess that's okay, I guess.
That would be.
It was over the course of a week, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
45 minutes at a time.
Wouldn't that be a good magazine to put out, like Bad Boy Priest and Bad Girl Nuns? Like you want to find out who they are, where they're at.
Like the big brother of nuns.
Yeah. Like Sister Vincent. She loves Deer Hunter, doesn't suffer fools, and she pounds Coors Light. And you can donate to her GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Did you get this month's issue of Sacraments?
I actually just found this out the other day. We were out at dinner and we were talking about like our like teachers growing up, and my mom knew my first grade teacher from like high school and like after high school, and told me they used to work together at a bank, and they actually got in a fist fight together.
What the fuck?
Together?
Yeah.
Like on
Like
the same
back
team?
to back?
No, like against each other.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
they
okay.
fought each other.
Damn, they fought in the bank. What, you have to put her in check? That doesn't make any sense.
She like rolled up for like, you know, like the first week they do like the parent teacher introductions, and she's like, oh shit, this lady.
Oh my God, dude.
Pretty awkward.
Any questions? Yeah, remember when I beat your motherfucking ass?
God, what a parent-teacher conference just turns into a fucking UFC fight. That's great.
Well, we certainly did it again.
Yep.
I can't wait to watch a movie with you boys in 10 minutes.
Likewise, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun, man.
Come see us in San Francisco and Sacramento. We're going to be there at the Punchline in San Francisco, October 22nd. That's a Tuesday. And we'll be in Sacramento Punchline the next night, October 23rd. Whoo, boy, we're going to be acting like fucking idiots both nights. Can't wait to see you guys there. We're going to be partying.
You know what? I'm going to bring the helmet.
Yeah, it's about time you go through TSA with that thing.
Oh
It's
my
pre-check, dude.
Yeah.
All they're going to do is be like, hey, can I see you under the helmet after they do the body scanning? You wear a hat through pre-check?
No.
How often do you have to get the body scanner in pre-check?
I ask for it every time.
Like,
What a
would
freak off.
How much would it cost for you to go through, like, the entire flight wearing the helmet?
I don't know, bag of cat treats. I don't know, Temptations grilled salmon.
Yeah. Yeah. How cool would it be if they came up with like a worm towel and cat treats on a silver platter?
You're sleeping, so they just go. Pss, pss, pss.
I am curious, how were your bowel movements after that?
Everything was fine, Jeff.
Damn.
No issues. Very sweet. Thank you, Samantha, for checking on me. But Samantha and Mark from New England, Samantha messaged me.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, I just want to make sure you're okay.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Is she a vet?
If so, thank you for your service. Yeah, no adverse issues. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was fun. And yeah, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Well, let's maybe keep
Lives
it.
left.
Oh man,
Just
maybe
keep it
that's why my
quarterly.
cats took off last night. They were just like, "Fuck this, man."
Yeah. Part of me thought you were in cat face, and that's why they took off.
Oh my god.
I feel like you haven't taken it off, and you've become one of the cats.
Yeah.
Like Apocalypse Now.
Dude, if they got loose while you were in cat face and you had to go wrangle them from under your neighbor's car wearing that fucking shiesty mask.
Imagine that Ring doorbell footage on all the neighborhood groups. Big boy.
Dude, one of the neighbors might be losing her mind. I had to knock up to be like, "Yeah, just if you see us creeping around, just please, my cat's just loose." Like if I had to do that, just poor lady's just trying to make sense of reality.
He turns around to walk away. He's got a fucking butt plug with a tail attached to it.
Here, I'll let you hold on to this as collateral.
Oh, is this saucer for milk for anyone?
Yeah, come see our shows. And then also, if you're watching this on Patreon, thank you for being a patron. We're coming up on 3,000 patrons, which what a feat, man.
Can't believe it.
Once we get to 3,500, we're taking a group trip to Spawn Ranch where we're going to have a picnic. That's right, the Spawn Ranch that the Manson family used to live at. We're going to invade it. We're going to eat sandwiches. We're going to share Doritos. We're going to tell stories.
We're going to get some sun. We're going to do some hiking.
Yeah.
We're going to see how serious that private property sign is.
But yeah, once we hit 3,500, which we're anticipating will be sometime in 2025, we're going to plan the trip out there to Spawn Ranch, and every patron will be invited. I'll put all the details up there once that happens.
And yeah. Luckily, LA is a shithole now, so it's not that expensive to fly into.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, just something fun to do, to look forward to. And also, think about becoming a patron. It's the clearest way to support us and to keep the show cooking, baby. You get early access to episodes. You get audio of everything we do in addition to the video. If we do like a live AMA for free on YouTube, you'll get the audio for that too, so you can listen to that at work or wherever you'd like to listen to it. We do movie watch-alongs. We're due for a book club meeting. What else do we do, Jake?
We've written
Stinker News.
You guys have helped us write letters to prisoners.
Yeah, we should be due for a letter sometime
Jody,
soon.
and who did we send the...
Taylor Should Business.
Taylor Should Business.
Yeah, we're due for a Taylor Should Business letter to be returned soon.
We have mailed it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You get first access to our travel videos and all the stuff. The foam pit video is up there, man. It's just so much awesome stuff on there.
Yeah, we're writing letters to prisoners. We're doing all kinds of fucking weird shit. And we're doing multiple live streams a month just for patrons. But you can join us there at patreon.com/lilstinkers. That's LILSTINKERS. Also, too, anytime we're putting out new merch, you're going to get a discount on everything. Yeah, we're going to add more shit all the time. So please help us out. Become a patron. It's either $4 a month or $40 for the entire year. Up to you, whatever you want to do. Just come have fun with us. You want to add anything else before we go?
I love you so much.
Were you looking at me or them?
I have a lazy eye, so both of you guys.
Well, you have a lovely eye. All right, so enjoy your freak offs with Diddy, and we will see you next week. And make sure to get some big head this week. Why don't you?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
There's so much fucked up shit to get into.
Stinkers.